Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Langrisser's mobile auto battle series. Today is a Tuesday and we are going to do the bombing round 65 to begin with. Every other daily has already been covered in previous videos, so this is where we start now. Alright, so this is also a tricky one in regards of order of turns, because Cherry is not able really to attack on the first turn. Only Leon would be able to reach a target, and all of these enemies are quite strong at attacking themselves. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to move Ledin to the front line, and this time, instead of Liana, we're gonna use Tiaris. The thought behind this is that I would like Ledin to go to the front, Cherry to act as the bait here, and Tiaris to apply either Miracle or Attack Blessing, but in general the Healing Bless on Ledin, who is very likely to survive any hit, and if he heals to full thanks to the Blessing and the attack, and the Healing line, it will be fine. We make sure that all the abilities are equipped correctly. So, there we go. And we are ready to launch. So what we expect out of Leon on the first turn is to use Chivalry over here, move, attack, and then move back. I believe we can ensure that by moving him exactly to this position, because then he will be here, and 1, 2, 3 is the only target he could ever reach, and after that he will be 1, 2, 3 moving back into range of Ledin. Here we go. The enemies begin by getting their buffs. Leon opens with Chivalry. I don't think this will be a one-shot, but it will be a very strong hit regardless. Here we go. Moves back. Cherry advances. Leon faction buffs. Ledin hopefully protects. Perfect. And if we are lucky, we'll also get Tiaris in place and applying Miracle. Luckily also Sage's Ward got applied to Ledin. This may come in handy if anyone has a special attack that we would want to stop. Okay. Healing Light doesn't trigger, it doesn't matter. Well, not likely to die from a cavalry attack. And finally a Lancer attack. Also does not lead to a kill. Okay. So I don't know if Cherry was healing for any special reason, but our healings got negated a lot. So that was surprising. Maybe Route applies anti-healing debuff, so that's why we didn't heal anymore after that. We're still happy we survived all those attacks. And now it's time for cleanup. Cherry takes care of the first two, and now Elwin will go for the last. It's very decent. Healing Light and Brave's Will for a full heal. And then a regular heal after Ledin passes the turn so that the debuff is out. This is a pretty decent start. It at least makes sure that all our units are alive for the second pull. The enemy dies attacking Ledin, who is now able to heal. And if we check, the danger zone has not been triggered by Leon, which is quite lucky, but we'll take it. Attack Blessing given to Cherry. She won't be able to reach any target this turn, but on the next one we should be fine. Leon goes in, touches the lances at least, and then goes back. At the very least this forces all the enemies to activate, which is already pretty good. Levin protects Leon specifically for whatever reason, but that's good enough for us. And hopefully Thierry's will just run forward like a madman, like mad woman, and hope to, I don't know, distract him or something. Cherry gets attacked for a bit. The angels protect against magical attacks a lot, so that's pretty important. And healing light being extremely effective, just like always. Cherry goes for a melee attack and destroys the other Cherry. That's a little bit sad, but this also puts her in range of being attacked. She tries to go for Leon, does not succeed, and now it's time for payback. Chivalry triggers, and Cherry will get struck down to only the hero. Elwin will probably take care of this, unless he faction buffs, which we guess it's also fine. Thierry wants to participate on the attack, and will probably fall to one of the attackers of the enemy. The Lancer decides to suicide against Lydin, who is happy to receive. Meteor comes crashing down, which in turn should heal us almost back to full. Thankfully, Elwin survives this. And let's see who Cherry decides to attack. It is Thierry's indeed. However, his strength is nothing compared to before, thanks to all her units being dead. So now Cherry falls. We only have Mage remaining, who Elwin can reach. Uses Roar. Destroys almost both the units and the hero, but not quite enough. Thierry goes for heal. And no matter what Hein tries to do, this will be the end. Mass attack, very effective when you're about to die. Everybody knows that. Elwin secures the kill. And that makes it a turn 7 kill. And while it was not the fastest, it was extremely safe because we survived the initial pull with all our heroes remaining. And that makes quite the difference. Alright, so that match goes for Tuesday's Bond. Everything else has been covered before. The Anikis that show up today, the Ice Dragon, the Goblins, and the Eternal Temple is still not auto battle friendly. So we will move on to the daily event, which I've heard is pretty tough. So we'll see how we can solve it. See you in a bit.